We really began to look at AdvoCare in a different light. In January of 2010, I sat down and filled out my son's baseball schedule compared to mine. As a head baseball coach, I was entering my 4th year, and I was going to be at about a third of my son's baseball games. And as a dad, that really struck me that, you know, it wasn't so much about the baseball games, but that really began to represent life.
AdvoCare started for us almost 11 years ago in February. We were like many other couples. It started with a spark, and then it started with like a decision to know that it was something that we had our hands on that could really change our future.
We looked at AdvoCare originally as a way to pay off debt, which was not going to happen. You know, as a teacher and a coach, and we knew that we wanted Jen to be able to stay at home when we had a family, and that was just not going to be an option for us. And so we were fortunate, you know, early on we were able to pay off $30,000 of debt in a period of about 8 months, and that was huge for us.
I knew that we wanted to have options to be able to, when we did have children, that I could be the mom to them and not have to work an 8-to-5 job or be strapped with finances. And so for us that first few years, you know, being able to raise the boys and even having just a part-time income with AdvoCare of about $3,000 or $4,000 a month, that was huge for us because it helped me to be able to be with the boys and Griff to continue to coach and teach and do what he was called to do at that time. And so that's the beauty of AdvoCare, is that you can pick it up and do it at any level that you choose for what's best for you and your family.
And so we began to really take our AdvoCare journey seriously at that point, and we were averaging about $3,000 a month, which was great. AdvoCare had been great to us, you know, over the course of that 10 years, and if that's all it had ever was, it was a huge blessing. At the same time, our vision really began to grow for our family, and we took our business very seriously, and by June we were at about $13,000 a month, which absolutely, I mean, it was life-changing.
It gave us options, yeah.
And that was our whole thing, so we wanted options. You know, we didn't want to feel like we were stuck or didn't have choices in life and how we wanted to spend our time. And our 2 boys mean the world to us, and I know that I'm called to raise 2 champions, and so it has been absolutely incredible, and our income has just grown about another $5,000 a month from that point, so we're just absolutely blown away. Now I have the opportunity to take Jake to school every morning, pick him up almost every afternoon, and to be there at home as a stay-at-home dad and be involved. You know, that you can't put a price tag on that. There's no, yes, the income is great, but whenever you look at time, that is what is absolutely huge to us.
He got to go to the Christmas party just this last week and be like a homeroom dad, and he was the only dad there. And that really spoke to my heart, because I want him involved. Our family is what's most important to us, and that's what AdvoCare has given us, is that time back to be a family together and not just go in every which way in different directions, because family is important to us.